Hello, motorcycle enthusiasts. I keep getting asked, tell me, which device do you actually use in the end to clean the carburetors? Since these are actually different devices, we have decided to introduce them to you one by one so you can see what we work with here. Today, it's about our workhorse in the area of large carburetor systems, namely 4-cylinder carburetors, the Bandelin RK 156BH. And we'll take a look at that. Yes, folks, here you see the controls. And it really couldn't be simpler. We have a timer here for up to 15 minutes, which then counts down automatically. Or over here, you can switch to continuous operation. And that's also very important. The device can actually withstand continuous operation. This is where the cheaper devices fall short. If it takes a bit longer, it's not a problem at all from a technical standpoint here. And over here is the pre-selector switch for the temperature. There are two indicator lights. The first one shows you, yes, you have pre-selected something. So the electronics are working, and this one below, A, indicates I am currently heating. When it goes off, the preset temperature has been reached. The device can preheat up to 80 degrees. So indeed, about 60 degrees is the optimal temperature in most cases for carburetor cleaning. But sometimes you need it a bit hotter. For example, if something is stuck somewhere that you want to remove, it is definitely possible here to preheat up to 80 degrees. The hanging basket is made entirely of stainless steel, so it's a very high quality construction, just like the entire device. And as you can see, it offers enough space for a complete 4-cylinder carburetor bank assembled. You don't always have to disassemble or separate them. It's usually only necessary when the fuel lines need new O-rings. But otherwise, you can fit the whole thing in here, or alternatively, a lot of small parts. And I'll hang it in now. And then you'll see that the shape of the device's basin is perfectly chosen. The idea is not to waste too much space, because these ultrasonic waves also dissipate in too large a volume. And here the volume is actually chosen so that it is almost perfect for this application. Of course, the device also comes with a wonderfully fitting lid. It rests here on small rubber feet. Overall, it is just as well crafted as the entire device. But the device is insane in operation. Quiet. Anyone who has heard a budget device knows that you usually have to leave the room. A total of 215 watts of power consumption generates a maximum of 860 watts of sound power. At 35 Hertz sound frequency. This is the optimal sound frequency for cleaning carburetors. And that is indeed a lot of power. And now let's take another look inside. I have removed the basket here. This is also an important detail. The drain is firmly integrated into the tub here, not screwed in somehow, or anything like that. And we can take another look next to it here. Here there is a really proper drain tap. Nothing drips, nothing is leaking. So this is a well thought out construction. What you still need is the appropriate cleaner, and I'll quickly show you that as well. And of course, it's very important that you use the right cleaning medium to clean the carburetor so that it is technically absolutely clean and functions well again. You use Tickopur R33 at a 5% concentration. 1 or 2 times for 10 minutes is usually completely sufficient if you have pre-cleaned the carburetor well. On the outside, so that's that. And if you like, and if you want it to look a bit nicer visually, then after rinsing and emptying the basin and refilling it, there's the option to conduct a second bath with Tickopur TR3. This is intended to improve the visual result. We'll now show you a photo. And now you'll get a photo after cleaning with the R33. This is a 4-cylinder carburetor from a Yamaha XJ900. And now comes the picture after cleaning with the TA3. So you can see a clear difference. Yes, that's what this chemistry can achieve. Otherwise, it's very important. If you have questions, suggestions, requests, or a question that we should pass on to Mr. Bandelin, then type away, write a comment, or send us an email very gladly. And you can find all the data about the device in the video description, including all the exact dimensions of the basket and so on, as well as 2 links. 2 other videos that also deal with this topic. Very exciting. Please take a look. So, have fun with the project and good luck. Until the next video, bye.